All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? We need to do some shenanigans real quick. YouTube. Web Dev Code is live as well. Let me copy this link real quick, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, guys, I also have official Market Monkey Discord, huh? If you want, you can join that as well. Where we basically building out the Market Monkey community. Here, Market Monkey, crack devs are in here, not gonna lie, man. Very good traders are present here. Alright. I will put the links in the description after the stream ends because... so I've been cooking today, guys. Look at this. So, classic chart. Footprints. Footprints, baby. Look at that. Candlestick footprints. Look at his bin size, brother. Holy crap. Detail. Amazing, isn't it? Although we have some issues, we're gonna fix today, brothers. What's going on here? Born to Shine. What's up, Teddy Prifty? Apologize. Born to Shine again. Sonic and Gano. Welcome. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Support me. Support the development of Market Monkey. You can have access to the source code. Link in the description. If you're a trader, you want to learn. That's what it is. Alright, let's continue. Let's get started, huh? Alright. What's going on here? What's going on, man? VS Code. VS fucking code, yeah. I'm gonna delete some stuff. Store, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay. So there's a little... First of all, we're gonna do is make this live. The live... couple things on the list, guys. Couple things on the list. So we want to have live footprint update. Which is not the case right now. You see, it's like not doing that, right? We're gonna fix that. It's actually an easy fix, I think. No, it's not. Wrong. Volume. Update. Volume. This one. Yeah, man. Do you feel like the weekend vibes? Holy shit, man. That's amazing. I love the weekend. Because then, yeah. Same day. What is a candlestick footprint? Candlestick footprint is basically showing you the volume that happens at price levels in your candle. Very detailed order flow mechanic. Else, if volume, the Unix is bigger than the chart volume length, the last one, we append it. To be honest, look at this. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Candle. Wait a minute. You can actually do the same trick here, to be honest. Evels, man. I hate evelses. I hate evelses, brother. We append it in here. Else if volume Unix equals this thing. It's a little bit dirty, I'm not gonna lie, but hey! Chart of volumes. Len. Chart. Volumes. -1. Gonna be this one, right? Override. Is that gonna work? Chat? Is that gonna work? Who's gonna tell us that, huh? The truth. Look at that. Live update of the footprints. Live update, bro. Can sit here for hours looking at numbers. I don't know if you can hear the music, but I can hear the music. I'm feeling 16 again, bro. Okay, that's good, right? Muy bien. The thing is, so basically this VPVR, right? This thing here is the same thing as, is basically the same thing as what you see here. Is the same thing as this, but aggregated over a visible range. Right? And what you see right here is basically volumes for a candle, which is a time span of 1 minute in this case. Look at that, brother. This candle is a nice candle, man. Look at that. This is going to be a nice candle. Oh, look at this. How many people are selling, baby. If you see this, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Tell me. All right, good. That's that. That's working. That's working. You can actually go here, up, candle, boom. You can see, right? Hop, footprints, boom. And you can see the candle in depth. What is a candle? The anatomy of a candle. If I capture you in your sleep and I scallop your flesh out of your body, we're going to see something like this, you know? All right. Add POC. Yes, I know. POC and value area and the candle trail, bro. It will be amazing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. I'm slacking. I'm sorry. Thanks for the... Is somebody cheering or something? Thank you so much. Not quite sure what's going on. Like, guys, it's not that I don't want to say that you guys subscribing or I cannot see it. That's the problem. I cannot see anything. My toolkit is I don't see anything. Is somebody subscribing? Is somebody donating? I have no fucking clue. How is this possible? So I don't know what's happening. And if you do, I really appreciate it, man. You don't need to do this. But if you want, that's amazing. But I can't see it, so I need to set it up somehow. Too lazy. I'm sorry. So if you see this code, right? This thing is like, can we make this better? Yeah, readability wise, yeah, probably. But like, I mean, I stopped doing that. Like, okay, let's make it pinpoint perfect. So I mean, this is if else. I mean. You've been there, guys, and you write code and it works, but you think like, maybe I can write it better. And then you're trying to, in this endless loophole of making things beautiful by the end of the day, you know, like a switch statement or something like that, or it's fine, I guess. Okay, good, that's nice. But we have a problem, and I'm going to show you the problem. Guys. Gano always actually acts, to be honest. I still have that. We have a big problem. Look at this. I'm gonna show you a big issue here. So the problem is that so what I'm doing is, so basically for the footprints, right? These things, you need to have volumes for that. You cannot just do it with candlestick data. It's impossible. You need candlestick data, but you also need volume data, which you basically sample, which I sample. We, Market Monkey, I sample that on the server, right? So each trade comes in. I don't use candlestick data, client data, right? I don't do that. That's for the rookies. So the only thing I do is I take the trades on the server. I take trades. And based on these trades, I sample the candles myself. Why? Because I have full control over trades. It's very important because I can trades are getting fed into every actor, so that's why the data that I'm providing to the users is basically, you see, I just look at that, not clipped here. I will fix it. So the volumes here are also sampled from trades, right? That's why I can basically construct a precise footprint. But the VPVR on this side here also uses the volumes at the same interval, the same time frame than these guys here. And that's not a problem at all. What I want to say. The problem is if we open up another chart of the same thing, because that's what I want. I want you to open up Binance BTC, but I also want you to open up another Binance BTC, maybe on another time frame, so you can compare them, whatever. Problem is you're going to share the same streams because I made it efficient, and that's a problem. Look at this. So I'm going to open up BTC here. So now I have another BTC, right? So I have two of the BTCs. Let me make this side by side here, right? So I have BTC here. 1 minute. BTC here. 1 minute. What's going to happen if I change this to 5? Nothing happens. Look at the heat map. You see the heat map here? You see it change? You see? Here. So, it's not good. They share the same stream. What the hell is this? What is this? Troubles and the problems. That's the thing. We cannot do that. The thing is, I think it only happens with... Oh yeah, that's because candles are gone. That's probably because... Ah, now I see. Yeah. I need to fix that. Anyway, I just worked on the footprints today, so I woke up and I implemented it. The thing is, I implemented it in 2 hours, but making it work decently is another thing, right? So I think the problem is only streams that has time frames. I need to think again. I don't like to think on stream. I don't like to think on stream. Can you share this code for free study purpose? No, man, I can't. I'm sorry, man. I can't. Hey, boss, what's up? Haiku Singh. Yeah, it will be better to share the link of donation instead of paying to Jeff Bezos. Yeah. That's true. Bezos already too fucking jacked. Both physically and financially. Yeah. So we have the concept of a stream, right? Which is this thing. Actually, I can show you. This thing. And trades, heat maps are basically sharing the same 0 time frame. Why? Because it's live data coming in. 0 is live data, not sampled. Everything that's not sampled on a live base is time frame 0. Candles, volumes are getting sampled, so that's gonna be a time frame. So the heat maps share the same stream if we have 2 charts open, which can be problematic. So 2 things we can do. We can actually add something like a unique ID here, which could be actually an Y64 or maybe a UN pointer. I think that doesn't exist. You're not writing Golang, brother. E64. This could be a pointer to the chart, like the real value pointer, like not the integer, or some unique ID or something random. That basically means each time you open up a chart, it's going to subscribe to a new stream. Well, we don't use another WebSocket to the server, but we have this. It's gonna be some decisions again, huh? We have this, right? Like these stream subs here, which is a map stream, which I just showed you, right? Of a dynamic stream handler. So if they share the same stream, they're gonna get the same data. So if I have a chart open, I can explain it. Trying to be some more educational. So if I have a chart open here, and I have a chart open here, and they have the same time, the same ticker, exchange plus ticker equals exchange plus ticker, and this is already running. I open up this one, we're gonna get a range on the stream, but they share the same stream. So this get a range, this get a range. But this already has the range most of the time. So if I do not update or check that in my code correctly, I'm gonna have up weird shit going on. So world's fastest, pretty ambitious. Hey man, hey, so there needs to be some there needs to be some clickbait, right? How did you otherwise end up on my stream if I didn't clickbaited you in? I'm gonna be honest, I did. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe this is the fastest one, you know. Snapshot plus stream. Yeah, that's what we do, right? That's what's happening. So basically what's happening is like you get a snapshot's coming in, you load that, and then we stream this here, right? Right, footprints just getting sampled on the fly because that's no problem. And if we change time frames, it's different. There's always a snapshot coming in. The problem is if you open up the same chart again, right? The same chart. It's sitting on the same stream in my code internally. And I didn't realize that if I do this, for example, 15, you see what happens here? The range also comes in here. I can check if the data coming in is not from the same time frame. I just discard it. That's actually a thing we could do. One thing I want to test real quick. I want to check this. It's no goal line, so you can do, yeah. These should be the same. These should be the same, right? Each time we plot. I'm actually, yeah, I did this morning and I was confused. I know why that is. I know why that is. It's this. It's the VPVR. This is the culprit. Look at this. This here's a little issue. Well, little. Well, yeah. Look at this. Here. Did I save this? Yeah. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this right now. No VPVR to be seen. Footprints. You see? The same candles. So it's actually rendering them twice, huh? There's a lot of shit on the screen, I'm gonna lie. There's like a lot of vertices being drawn. Okay, I need to... yeah. Like these things. Yo! Yo, brother. Okay, no problem. Chat, how are we gonna fix this? How are we going to fix this? You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. Can we please... VPVR layer. There are two options here. Or, if the data comes in, we check. Okay, I'm getting a range of data. Do I already have that? Yes, I already have that. Get out. Oh no, I don't have the data. Get in. That's the most easy way. Or we say, here, I'm gonna subscribe. Here. I'm gonna subscribe here. Here. Subscribe stream. We say, listen. This is my unique subscriber ID. This is my unique subscriber ID. Yeah. Are you changing the IDE team again? Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Timur. I'm checking so many teams out. Lately, it's like, what do you think that means? If you see me swapping so many teams all the time, what do you think that means? Right? That means that I'm in this thing. I need to have some motivation coming from something, you know, like a new team is new motivation. Okay? You know what it is. And if a team doesn't work, then we go to a new editor. We swap to Vim or we swap to Z a little bit, and that's how we keep motivating ourselves writing this, you know. Guys, it's been long hours, man. Give me a break. The most optimized thing is going to be... The most optimized thing we can do, I'm not gonna lie, is to check. Because this is an extra operation, right? So if we have multiple subscribers, it's not gonna be a big thing, but if you think about it, it's going to be some other assembly operations. Whilst, because it's each tick coming in, is going to do an extra loop. Is that bad? Of course not, it's nothing, but it's an extra one. And we want to make the fastest one. We are multiplexing. We are multiplexing the streams. So one solution is going to be here. This boy here, huh? How can we check that? So we got a range. Just for the motivation, Timur. This is Grubber. Timur. Everything for my boy Timur. Settings. No. Team. Grubber Darker. I think it's the same thing that Mr. Azusen uses. Not quite sure. I think it's the same as Odin. Maybe. I don't know. I just came across that on a website, like where all these teams are. Like, best VS Code teams, press enter, and then you see like a website, and I just picked one. This one. Okay, the stream did not froze, I froze. Brain freeze. Grubber is the thing. Grubbero. It's pretty cool. Gives you like a, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool for today, maybe for tomorrow, but what's happening on Monday, we don't know, right? By the end of the day, we all return to Groovebox, isn't it? So we get a range here. We're gonna do is... most of the time, these ranges are going to be coming in the for our history. So let's say we check the last element in the range. Volumes, values. -1, right? That's the last. If our Unix... Damn, why am I so fucking... I need to visually... I need to Yo. Five. 4. Why would this be 5? Grubber team. Come on, man! Think! Wait, but, whoa. Oh, wait. Suddenly came up with something cool. Let's do this. First Unix. Last Unix. Unix. Man, why am I so fucking freezing here? Choking. Chart of volumes 0. I can actually just return here, right? Already got this, man. I have no clue. Sometimes I just type things in. So we're gonna see. Oh shit. Crash! That makes a lot of sense. Makes actually a lot of sense, right? If What the... Is this something like... I can't even program. I can't even fucking program, bro. Jesus Christus. Already got this, man. You see this? So that basically means if we now click on footprints, it should the same values. You see, now we fixed it. That makes a lot of sense. Because the thing is that doing this check here happens only on a range. Only when we request a range. So that doesn't really matter. The other solution was to add an extra stream for the same stream we actually already have. Which causes an extra loop, which you don't want. Hey, my personal project, I've been seeing it on X. It looks so good. Thank you, Jay Mason, man. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best. And having lots of fun. And that's important. I basically dropped a lot of projects. Or people had a lot of money, basically, as job. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to focus on this. And yeah, this is what I'm doing full time. Enjoying the journey. You know what I mean? Although people can buy like insider access, and which has access to the source code and lifetime updates and all that stuff. But I'm using that to support the project, to fund the project actually. I'm gonna add some trading execution as well. So Market Monkey is gonna act as a broker, and then I'm gonna take, of course, the broker fee from the exchanges, and then it's probably maybe gonna be free. I don't know. The thing is that I need to pay the server as well, right? I'm sampling it all on the server. First class data, especially for you, broad, real time, as fast as the speed of light. So, you know, not that easy. But I'm having a lot of fun, and that's what I want. That's for me right now at my age, the most priority. Just having fun. You know. It's my intuition, yeah. Sometimes I'm wrong and sometimes I'm right. But at least I'm enjoying the process, and I met so many great people in the community. Like, join the Market Monkey Discord, guys. Amazing people in here. Yeah, I will put a link later on in the description. A lot of good feedback. All right. Does this make sense? What we're gonna do is this, right? So we don't want to actually have this log debug, receiving volume range, the length for the time frame. First we check if we already alright, something like this. Looks good. We need to do the same thing for the heat maps, right? I'm wondering if I need to do it for every single entity. Let me quickly test that. Wait, where the fuck are we here? Plot candles. Golang is, it's not Golang. So what I'm gonna test is here. I'm gonna test, okay, we have 542 candles, right? The thing is, if I open up the same chart again, okay, you see? That's a bug. You see that? It's gonna stay like that because the range coming in. The other one, fresh, gets the range, 542 candles. The existing one gets the other range on top of it. And that's the bug what I'm talking about. So we could do a separate stream per thing, like I mentioned, instead of hard coding, instead of guarding these functions when the range comes in. In my opinion, the most efficient way is just what I'm doing. But it's a little bit annoying, I swear. Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking here. I think the same. I think the same thing. I need to search decently because this code is over 1,000 lines in one file, and I like it. And I like it, baby. No way. They have the same semantics, right? First Unix candle values, chart volumes. Candles. Man, why can't I not? Charts, candles. Normally we have a layer concept, like, but the candles not. I don't want to extract that into a separate layer, just like the VPVR and the heat maps and all the other indicators that are coming. Because reasons. Oh, we didn't actually print any more of these candles, huh? $545. Give me another BTC, baby. Yes! This is Bybit. That's not gonna work like that. Binance. Yes, you see? Now it's good. Now it's good. You see? They share the same stream. They are the same charts, right? You see? It's both Binance from BTC. Completely in sync. But now we can actually change this to 5 minutes. So now you can actually say, okay, I'm looking at Binance BTC for 5 minutes, but also Binance BTC for 1 minute. And if that's not enough, we can open up another Binance BTC and put it in here and then open up the 15 minutes. I don't know what this is doing. It's like he's going crazy, but it's fine. Right? So now we have 15 minutes, 1 minute open, and the 5 minute open. I can even do like, again, the same fucking chart. Let's open up the 1 second as well. Look at that, what's happening here. You see there's a bug going on. What the fuck is he doing? Oh yeah, they're all printing. Yeah, I understand. They're all printing they're all printing the same line. Right? right? So now we have second chart. All of the same thing. You could say, okay, but I wanna have the footprints here. Okay, fine, no problem. You know what I mean? Of course, it's not gonna be a good FPS, right? We're dropping because we're printing like a shit ton on the screen. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, man. Look at that. It's working perfectly. Look at this. That's what I want, man. In which application do you have this freedom? Which trading terminal you have this freedom? Let us be honest. You can any chart. For example, Bybit Solana. No problem. It's here. It's somewhere here. You put it away. Boom. It's here now. You can even put tabs and all that stuff. Okay, GG. Let's do not print this. This is the Grubber team. Grubber team. Color scheme. Grubber darker. And trust me, I've been testing a lot of these teams, because I need a dark background with white text and not too much shenanigans going on. And this is the only team where the white is not killing my eyes for some reason. Like, for example, Night Owl is also very good, but Night Owl basically just in your face, man. It's like, Jesus Christus. What is the split between Go Odin? Yeah, so Odin is the desktop application and also the wasm built on the web. And Golang is one of the most important things basically as well, because that's running the whole backend. That's running the whole actor system. Sampling the candles, sampling volumes, creating the heat maps, and sending the data over to the Odin client. Golang is very, very fast for I/O bound tasks, right? Don't let you fool you by people saying that you need to use C++ for server-side stuff, and also if it's high-frequency trading, that's 100% bullshit. I/O tasks, Golang is very, 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 very well good optimized for everything I/O bound with Go routines and its runtime. But amazingly well. Maybe about the best language, to be honest, to do that. Golang is not that great at... Well, it's a great language, but if you want to go high speed with a lot of memory management, custom memory management, where you exactly know where you're going to allocate it, how you're going to allocate it. For example, I'm using some arenas here and there to... And also like these temporary allocators where I allocate everything in one frame and then just deallocate it all at once to minimize my allocations, because it needs to be as fast, like I said, the fastest terminal. You don't have this fine grained control in Golang, because yeah, if it's escaping, it's on the heap. You have no fucking clue. Interfaces probably on the heap. You have no clue. So well, you have interface is always on the heap, I think. But you see what I mean? That's where Golang doesn't make any sense. Of course, if it's for a toy project, it's gonna work pretty fine. But if it's production ready, high finesse, 20,000 million things moving on the screen, I'm not sure. And Golang has no mGUI. It has mGUI bindings, but no implode bindings. You know. And you have the garbage collector as well in Go, but you can control that a little bit with reusing stuff. But so the problem that I had with my first book in Go is that I was too much busy patenting the garbage collector. You know, like, okay, I'm creating a slice here. Yes, let's just put this slice as a global or in some kind of a global structure, so I can reuse the slice all the time. To make sure I'm not basically creating these slices all over. Each time you create a slice, you are allocating on the heap. No matter what, right? Always, everywhere. Because, yeah, it's pointing to somewhere, right? And everything you create as slice, it's going to get garbage collected somewhere. We don't know when, right? It's gonna be, is it this frame? Is it 20 frames later? Golang is gonna sweep it. So you don't know. So, and I was too much busy with parenting that, like, okay, caching everything, but that's not fun anymore, right? If you always need to think 20,000 times to cache stuff, that's not good for the code readability as well. And then pool buffers and all. Man, it's like, no. It's not... Next, JS Python will do much better. But Golang, you can't play it live for nothing. Yeah, fine. But now we don't have Golang on this thing. Now we have another language, basically same as C-ish. So we have everything in control. We can go at a high speed. Yoop! I have a question. How do you create the heat map? You create the heat map by maintaining the order book yourself and creating snapshots of your order book every time frame and save that into a database. That's how you create a heat map. Okay, we're gonna copy this again, right? Yes, here. I'm thinking, do I actually... It feels like so much work for just handling a range, to be honest. That means for each fucking... That means for each of the duplicated... for each of the chart, we need to... For each data we are managing, we need to do that. Yeah. Could make that into some kind of a... And we can abstract that into some kind of a function, I think. What do you think? I think it. Heat maps. That's not gonna be chart, this layer here. Wait, this is not correct. If charted volume is bigger then. If laid out heat maps. This is broken. You see? Get not the range is not coming in. This is pretty good. I'm gonna lie. Unfortunately, it's not open source project. Yeah, I understand. But you can use it very soon, man, for free. Once we have the ring execution, right? Right now, it's closed for insiders, which can have everything, right? They get the source code. They get they get their features implemented. They get everything, right? Are you Greek? No, no. Kalinista. Kalispera. Man, I can speak. I speak every language, brother. At least one sentence. Shit. C'est pas bon. Let's garbage collect manually. But why? Yeah, this makes a lot of sense because it could be that there is yeah. Yeah, okay, it's actually we take everything what's already inside, right? And that's why we have this duplication without any check. So this check we're doing is fine. The only problem is that due to the nature of the asynchronous data, it could be that there is already is one, the current one, the live one is already present, which basically means it's the last one, but the range also includes the last one. No bounce check, bro. Let's go. Why did they leave a space open here, brother? They always do that, okay. I can do something very dirty, guys. And the thing is that I have something in my mind. I don't know what's going on, but always I'm thinking about the most dirty solution. Well, the most easiest solution. We could just say, okay, we do this thing, we do our thing, we don't check anything, and we just use a slice unique and call it a day. What do you think? Because this, like I said, this happens just for a range. No speed is involved here. We don't care. Recently I downloaded 35 kilolock Golang DB repo and build it under 1 second. Yeah, okay, but you also but you needed to build your Rust project for 10 seconds, so it doesn't really count, brother. It doesn't really count. Do you know how big this project already is? Right? Look at this. Make, builds and runs it. Like, good luck doing that. Good luck doing that in another language. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, Rust comes up with good things. Like, you cannot do crazy stuff, but if you know what things can cause, I'm gonna be honest. Like, by the end of the day, Rust writes safe code, but like debugging your own code, if you make a mistake, if you sum up all the hours you're struggling with building Rust, struggling with types and figuring out to get out of this hell, is going to take way longer with Rust than coding traditionally. Make sure you parent your stuff. Make sure you don't let things escape, have dangling pointers. And if you have a dangling pointer, you're going to debug it. That's going to take less long on the long run than using Rust. I swear to God. It's just not worth it, guys. I swear it's not worth it. It comes with great things, but it's not worth it at all. Unless you really enjoy it. If you really enjoy it, it's fine for me. Because if you work with something and you're proficient with it, you're gonna be good, right? Doesn't really matter what language it is, but guys, let's be honest, man. Okay, let me try something. Is this gonna allocate? Slice is unique. It's gonna do something dirty here. It's no. I know, of course not. It's gonna do it in memory, but the thing is, why is it no allocated here? That makes no sense. How can that work? It's probably. Okay, it return. I know what it's doing, right? It's pretty smart. So it's basically saying, okay, he is doing like this. It's probably doing something like this. I was thinking, where the fuck is he? It's basically saying, okay, you have an array, right? Unique can never create extra, right? So it's gonna say, okay, this madman is double, like 1 1. This madman is double. We create a unique. We do some. We rearrange it or something. I don't know. And then it just points you to. It points you to the start of this thing again. But it's going to be the same pointer to this thing, if you know what I mean. That's what I think. Could be wrong because I don't see anything else. The question rather is, how do they? Okay, let's do this like that. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's probably gonna intrinsic's not gonna be. Must be handled. Okay, let's see what it is. I'm so confused. What is foo? Guys. What keyboard do you use? Razer Huntsman V3. I had a V1. Okay. I had the V2. Okay-ish. V3. Best keyboard I ever had. But don't get me wrong. I don't had a lot of keyboards, right? So there will be way better. But guys, I'm actually confused. This food thing is gonna be. What is this? We have this thing. Then we have this thing. But I'm scared that I... Fuck it. We're gonna try it anyway. Wait, can I do... Yo! I could actually even wrap this in here. Can we? This is gonna be so bad, guys. This is gonna fail. No check here. Let's try it, man. Let's try it. Okay, I thought that. Compiler check. Okay, I see. Where clause evaluated. No but. T. Heat maps. Oh yeah. Wait. Whoa. Is it gonna save us? I need to make sure this works. Yeah, it's not but I'm thinking like heat map is not compatible, huh? Damn. That was actually I was trying to make a quick win here, but it's not gonna work. What do you think of AI for using things like this? Yeah. AI is very good at this. AI is very good at this. Okay, let's try it. Like, this is how I would do it. Like, but the problem is... I don't want to write this piece of code for every single data that I need to maintain in every single layer. I want to find a simple way to quickly just dedub if there are. wonder why this not works. Why isn't it comparable? Because pointers probably. Right? Still gonna give us the same problem if we open up the same thing, right? Look. You see? Boom. I gotta get a thing here. That's what I wanna. Are you using Sokol app? Yeah. Sokol, why? Because it's very, very lightweight. And has WASM. It's on a WASM build, yeah. And it's cross platform. Guys, how do we fix this? How are we gonna get a range, man? But now at least... Ideally, you just loop over all elements, but that's like... I don't want to hassle with these things. You know what I mean? So let me get. Now it's not gonna be any problem, right? I see nothing happens here. The problem is that this is not consistent. It could be that ranges will have it's probably rendering things over each other sometimes. I'm trying to find unique was the best thing. I'm just wondering why. That would be crazy. I'm gonna delete this for AI, right? I'm gonna take. Should I give him the full? Should I give it the full thing? And see what it comes up with, or should I just give this? Nah, but it's not gonna know context, right? Doesn't really matter. What are we gonna use? Claude, but he sucks. What shortcut do you use? I use the worst shortcut you can ever use. I use the shift bracket thingy, like this one, like shift key, right? I'm using the shift key, shift, right? Yo, the shift key and then the bracket, shift plus. Is it bracket? I don't know. Wait, let me actually. It's like this one. These things. This is what I'm using. So shift this or this, and that basically gives me like these movements. You see? But that's not ideal. Ideally, you use like. If I need to move like this, I'm just using like J and K, right? Like these keys, like J, K. But if I need to go fast, like, then I use that, and that's the worst keybind ever. That's never do that. Don't learn that. But I'm using it for so many years, I cannot unlearn it. But that's not the fastest way. There's a way better thing, way better. But hey, this is what it is. Terminal on my screen. We'll read it again. Yeah, that one. But like I said, I don't think it's the most efficient one. But I mean, it's not like I'm just most of the time using it when I'm chilling and I want to scroll and I'm checking. Then I use that. But there is way better things. But for Vim advice, you need to be with Primeagen or TJ or something. But I'm not the best one. Let me see what Cloud is cooking for us. Let me see what he cooked. To prevent duplicated data in your heatmap dynamic array, I suggest using an efficient approach using hashmap. There's a voice and need to perform when adding a new element. What the fuck are you doing, man? You see, that gives other problems because actually, to be honest, there's another fucking thing I need to deallocate. It's not correct. That's the problem. This is not correct. You know? I mean, this is basically how you dedub something, okay? But this is not what we need. And that's the problem with AI. If you have no clue what the fuck you're doing and you copy this bullshit in your application, it's going to be a fucking mess over time, man. A real mess. That's why I don't like to use it. Sometimes I paste things in to see if it can help me with some ideas. Put me in a direction. But this is like use the JavaScript fetch method. Did you write any kind of shaders yourself? No shaders, brother. Not yet. Not yet, brother. Yeah. So I'm wondering actually. Candles, we don't see the problem in candles because are we still printing here? I think you're gonna have a problem with the candles as well, guys. Look at this, what I'm gonna do. Let's do 50. I'm gonna see. Now we're gonna have 50 candles. Oh man, I got this big problem with that. Shit. What's going on? I think I'm gonna think about a better way of handling ranges. Need to find a better way. Or I do it, but then still is I'm gonna test something real quick. I have a FMT print line somewhere that I don't need. Print LM. Okay. Man, I wish I could just easily dedupe in a genetic way, man. I swear to God. That's JSON or RSS real-time data. WebSockets. You see, on stream and think I cannot do that. I didn't know that I needed to think so long. It's so fucking boring to think. Let us be honest. It's so boring to think. Let's not think. I will think of stream. I will think of stream. You know what I mean? One thing we might fix actually right now is something else. Let's just forget that thing and let's focus on. What's the problem? It's not really a problem, it's just like an efficient way to solve stuff I'm looking for. What we need is this. If I have indicator C, VPVR, click this. Now we're gonna have two VPVRs. Makes no sense at all. So I need to check how I can actually see if a window already exists in... shut up, Cloud, you suck so hard in coding, man. Swear to God. How to check in mGUI if a window already exists. These things are very good. You ask it, it comes up with something. Spit some code out. If it's good or bad, you just copy it and you're gonna fix it, right? Find window by name. How do we do that? Oh, wait. Actually, we should actually make sure we just add double layers, huh? How do we do that? Display name. But the display name is... I mean, I don't think for volume is going to be a problem. Okay. Heat map. VPVR layer is going to be VPVR. Okay. No! I mean, in the whoa. I think in the underlays doesn't really matter. The underlays is this, right? So the underlays is each time, boom, a new underlay, boom, underlay. I didn't find a better name. You have an overlay, you overlay on top of the chart, and then what are the other ones that are below the chart? Underlays, you know what I mean? You can have the same ones here, but overlays on the chart, that's different, because if you have a line and you overlay this, it's gonna be the same. Makes no sense. So that's what I want to prevent. Of course, for underlays, who cares? So I made a mistake here, right? How do we do this? So if a layer is overlay for overlay in charts, overlays, if UL display, we do continue and we don't append it, right? Does that make sense? Right, so VPVR, close, perfectly fine. Add VPVR, close, perfectly fine. VPVR at VPVR. Cannot code. I cannot code. Oh, wait. Wait. This is a problem here. Am I retarded? Actually, I can even do just this, right? No, it's not. It's not. You can't. Why is this even a pointer? Display names is fine. Damn. Is that true? Hey! Correct millionaire. I'm not a correct millionaire. What's going on? Is it like... It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Look, more hidden footprints. Only Diablo players know. Only the real Diablo players know what I mean. Look, more hidden footprints. What team is this? Grubber. Gruber. The sentiment is changing. I think. I'm an idiot, right? You all know that. But still, it's not gonna solve the problem. Is it some string magic or something? Is it some string magic that I'm actually not aware of? If the display name. Let's start with doing like, stop doing like, if the display name is the same as the layer display name, we just continue. Skipping. What's going on? What is this magic? What? I'm the biggest idiot on the fucking planet, man. How can... What is this? Of course they're gonna work. This is a loop in a loop, man. Godverdamme. Oh, mon dieu. Hey, oh, Spiritus Sanctus. Hey, godverdamme. Bij infrastructuur. Okay. Yeah, continue in this loop. You mutton. That's the same thing, man. Two, 3 days. Send him 3-4 years Dagestan and forget. How are we gonna do this? This is like tricky, man. What is this? Let's do this. Skip. Break. Break, 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 break of this, break, here, break, boom, F, skip, do continue. That's it, right, guys? Let us be honest. The basic programming is always the hardest, man. Yes, now we are talking, right? Now we can't add this VPVR or this heat map. You see? Again, because now we basically program decently. Use a hash map instead of 2 loops. Loops are fast. Guys, listen. Loops, something that I learned is that loops over continuous memory is insanely fast. A matter of fact, brothers, I'm gonna show you this function here. A matter of fact. This is a binary search that basically finds indexes of 2 things. And it is a binary search here and a binary search there. And I can tell you, which is basically going to get you start and end of a slice. It's way faster to just loop over the whole fucking, even if it's like 20, 50,000 elements in it, than just loop over the slice and just check if you need to continue, yes or no. Looping is fast. Maps are slow. Maps are fucking slow. They are handy. 100%. But for this simple thing, we don't need fucking, we don't need that, right? Yeah, labeling, man. Who is this? Jarts on sales. You're right, labeling. I didn't thought about that. Let me find skip. There's only one skip. No, it's not. Can we label that? Let us be honest, like, for check this, how can we skip? This is a loop here. Break. Is it gonna work? Or am I sleeping completely? It works! Yeah, buddy! Meh! MacBook! Please, man. That's amazing. It's gonna be a tweet. You want grits? You want grits? Here. Here are grits, brother. You have grits! You want grits? You have grits. And a dotted line stretching the price. A dotted line? But there is a dotted line here, right? Ah, you mean that the price label follows here? Yeah, I had that in the Go thingy. I didn't. These grid lines sounds like. It looks more. I don't know what it is. It looks more professional with grid lines. I don't know why. Nested loops are not fast. No, but we are looping over. We are looping over 4 layers. But you're right. But the thing is, you need to understand. I know what you mean, but these layers are being used loop in every render, right? So I understand what your thought process is here. Completely agree. But this just sounds a little bit wacky, but the thing is, of course, we're not gonna. So the thing is, layers is a dynamic char layer, right? If this is a map, you need to loop over maps. Now you loop over arrays. Each render, each frame, 60 frames a second. Or 144 hertz, 144 frames a second. You don't want to do that with maps. It's not ideal, right? You just want to loop over arrays. It's the fastest thing you can have. Let us be clear, right? That is, of course, looping over a map is also fast, but looping over arrays always faster. Let us be honest, right? So that's why we don't have a map for this. Why? Because finding something from a map is very fast. And all that stuff, it's very easy and convenient because it's just a key lookup and delete. But it's way more, it's not a big deal for just adding a layer and deleting a layer to just loop in a nested loop, right? Even if you have 10 layers, that's nothing, right? Yes, web skipping for news. That's true. We're gonna add that. We're gonna add that later on. Some news tab, right? So we're gonna have. Let me make it a little bit smaller so you guys can see that, right? We're gonna add these tabs for sure, right? So we're gonna have, for example, we have. Oh yeah, we're gonna fix the Bybit. We're gonna fix the Bybit liquidations as well. Bybit liquidation. You can have a tab here. Doge. 8. LTC. And then, for example, I want to have my Bybit eat in another tab here. Right. Wait. Huh? I'm confused. I'm just confused, real quick, by the tabs. Makes no sense. Oh, it's a tab in a fucking window. It's a tab in a window, man. It's not a tab. Look at this. You can actually do like tap this in here. So now you have tabs in windows. That's wild. Just discovered a new Pokemon. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes fucking sense, let's be honest. Solana on Bybit. Let's tab it in here. Here. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy, and it just all renders perfectly fine, right? There's no problem with all these tabs and thingies and bringies and winkles and frinkles. I don't even know where my tabs are. I just need to make sure. I need to change the color of these tabs. They suck. I'll just be honest. When the first time was on test. Shh. Shh. Soon. The wasm test. Not prior. Soon the wasm test. Yeah. Guys. The Bybit liquidations. We're gonna fix that real quick. That's Golang. It's Golang, guys. What is this? Just save it. I have no. Maybe we I don't know what's going on here. Bybit. I fixed it here. Here. I copied this from my thingy. Why is Bybit? Look, Bybit is a little bit broken. If I take the stats from Bybit BDC, for example, right? My liquidations are not showing up. For example, for Binance they are, right? So let's make a little tab. Let's make a new tab. Let's tab this and this one. Look at this. Easy. Now we have these friends here. You see? Liquidations, Binance, here. Working. Bybit, sleeping. By the way, you can look at that. Positive funding, negative funding. GG. So we're gonna fix that. It's very simple, actually. What are we doing here? This is basically giving us... I log this from my Docker Compose. S is a symbol. Okay. It's not even have data, huh? Oh yeah, we'll be printing this. So that's data. So the symbol is that. T is the Unix. This is perfectly fine. Let's go. What are you talking about, brother? That's perfectly fine. What's wrong? Why is it not working? Editor font. JetBrains mono. JetBrains mono. Let me wait for the liquidations coming up. Meanwhile, I will. There's always in a 1 hour time span. These things, these stats, they're 1 hour. It should be configurable actually. Should be a configurable. Why is this liquidations not working? They should work, in my opinion. Buy bits. You can self-host it, guys. If you have the insider access, you can completely self-host Market Monkey. Everything from server with guides to application, all yours. Consumer Bybit -F. Okay, so there is basically some shit going on in Sol. So let me check that. No, it's not. We don't have these liquidations. Look, what a cute panel. The problem is like debugging liquidation is so annoying because like, the market doesn't move. It's gonna sit here forever. Could it be a timestamp that's a problem? It could be a problem, right? Yeah. What do I miss? Symbol is S. Oh, Marijke, hou me dan... Dat is een array. Bayern motoren werken. How fast is this? Insanely fast. Insanely fast. Guys, listen. I think this is an array, man. Define that. Yeah. How can I define insanely fast? How can I define insanely fast? I don't know. Like, what's fast for you, man? Wait, XRP. What the fuck? Let's close this heat map. This is Hyperliquid. I mean, Hyperliquid doesn't move that fast. Look at that. It's fast, man. What do you want? I mean, go on another terminal and switch time frames as fast. Do it. Do it. Do it. It is nothing like this, man. Ain't happening. It's not there. It's not. Is this real data? No, it's not. It's JSON. It's a JSON file we're loading in. And then there is like a connection with an MCP server that basically alters the JSON data so it looks like real-time data. Welcome to AI. Bad Rust could make it faster. Maybe, man. The cool thing is, guys, you know what the cool thing is? That maybe Rust can make it faster. We will never know. I guess we will never know. I guess we will never know, man. Because ain't nobody can do this. Where are they? I'm here waiting for a Rust equivalent. Where is the Rust equivalent? We don't come with Kraken's terminal is written in Rust. Yeah, but Kraken's terminal is Doge shit. You know what I mean? That's dog shit. It's just like you can do nothing on that thing. So fuck you, Kraken. You suck. This guy. And guys, would be interesting if you can show multiple charts in one page. Bro didn't even see anything yet, man. The Kraken has been real-time silent. These guys are basically... It's done with the Kraken boys. They were... The thing is that they are humbled. You know what I mean? They were laughing at my tweet. Let's find it, guys. They were basically... Yeah, it's an array. We need to handle an array. Cannot forget that. I cannot find this tweet anymore. This tweet is in... Wait, we can. We maybe can. We can't. We can't. I'm tweeting too much, CJ. It's impossible. But I had this very stupid book, right, in Golang, like in Raylib. Remember that? These two windows. And I was so fucking proud of myself. And I tweeted, that's what, 500k views. 500,000. It was like a stupid thing in Golang and Raylib. And they tweeted. Everybody tweeted. Everybody called me out. But now the games is over and everybody's quit their job right now because, yeah. Hey, guys, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, right? I ain't no joker. You should know that, right? I ain't no joker. Okay, where is this thing? How do we handle arrays here? Heartbeat. Never used. I think your app is superior. Well, not yet. Not yet. Not yet, guys. We're cooking. We just need to stay to the grind, stick to the grind, stick to the plan, stick to the vision, show up every day, and forget the noise. Forget everybody around you. You're the central person in your life. Your vision, your plan, your intuition is what's going to get executed. And ain't nobody around you going to change your mind. People are talking and yapping, and you can pick things up. Most of the things are noise. Some things are interesting. And you can take this information, process this information, and steer your ship towards the same goal and the same vision, but steer next to the icebergs. You know what I mean? But the problem with you all is that you're listening too much to noise and you're basically steering yourself back to where you came from. That's not good. That's not good. You are the Bob Ross of your life, man. There are no mistakes. There are only little happy accidents. But by the end of the day, you can turn them into... I mean, if you want to draw, if you want to draw something, it's the same thing. You want to draw a little, I cannot paint, but it doesn't really matter. You make the hills. You make the hills. Right? And you want to draw a little cabin. I'm going to draw a little cabin. And I made a little mistake. I want to draw a cabin. But the cabin is too small. So, we make it a tree! You see what I mean? A little mistake, a little happy accident. And we turn that into something positive. A tree, baby. And oh, the tree is too round. No problem. This is a mushroom now. This is a mushroom. You see? Everything is an illusion. The hills of ice. How long will it take to build this in Rust? Yeah, I'm grey and old. The fuck is this, man? It's felt pretty funny. The moment you put something online that's kind of explicit, like fapping or something, it's instantly have no traction. It's crazy. It's like instantly, it's over. People see that, shocked. You know what I mean? Some people need to throw up. Some people cannot sleep for weeks because you said something explicit. Mansour Baitar committed this 2 months ago. I'm exposed. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to do this array. I don't want to do the array anymore. Note. Array. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, my pants is up my asshole from streaming 2 hours. Are there any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Because I'm gonna take a little break and I'm going to work on something more marketing wise and call it a stream. What do you think? Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we need to make grandma proud. We promised grandma 100k subscribers by the end of the year. 25k to go. It's close, but still far away. So if you're not yet subscribed, I would highly appreciate doing that. We need more Web3 videos. Man, listen, Web3. Please. There's shortcuts on my mouse. Look at that. Mouse shortcuts. Web3, man, listen. Where is Web 2? Where the fuck is Web 2, brother? We have the web, and then we suddenly have Web 3. Where's Web 2? You see, that's a problem. That's why it sucks. Because where's Web 2? You missed a step. Go back to step 2. Then we can do step Web 3. Web 4. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, baby. Ask Claude. Ask Claude to do that. It's the web with coins. Guys, thank you so much for being on the stream. I love you all. Don't forget to, brother, you're gonna give the source code later so people can check it, or just selling it. It's an application. It's a product. You know? It's a product, brother. I cannot, yeah. I need to basically provide food for myself, for my kids, for my family. I need to provide funding for the company. I need to grow it. What do you want? What can we do with Web 2 then? I have no clue. We don't know because it doesn't exist yet. That's the thing. We skipped the step, right? We skipped the step because my grandma actually doesn't understand what she doesn't understand how to handle these keys. And the moment my grandma can pay something with crypto without being scammed, being robbed, or committed suicide, then we can call it Web3. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Peace and love. Don't forget to don't take things for granted. Call your best friend, call your mom, call your dad, call your loving one, call your wife, make it up, make it good. Say your kids good, say your kids, tell your kids you love them, tell everybody you love them. Because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like I said, very important thing. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and my number one mistake is taking things for granted. You cannot do that. Inshallah. Bye bye. I love you.